time there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, 1st drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go for and out, but they'll try to convert here. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Hold and fire complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
They'll run the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Using his legs at screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that thing.
And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles, man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware.
Turning it off! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a start to the drive.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Work after changing into the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Terry. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Wants to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Tigers are on the move. DB's right up on the receivers. And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside give. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Terry. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Green. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just split it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Tigers.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 24 over Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Owens. He's going to let it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Got the quick pass. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Terry. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. To the air. It's Owens. Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks the tackle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
coming up. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Terry.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out